Have you ever looked in the mirror and, really looked, at the story that's written there? Every line, every feature, it all tells a part of your journey. Today, we're diving into exactly that story and what happens when we decide to pick up a pen or maybe a scalpel and change the narrative. So let's just start right there with that question on the screen. What story does your face tell? It sounds like a simple question, right? But it's actually surprisingly deep. And the answer, well, it's often way more complex than we think. See, the whole idea here is that your face isn't just a collection of features. Think of it more like a living diary, a reflection of your personality, your experiences, and the totally unique path that you're on in this life. And that brings us right to our first section, your face, your story. We're going to explore this concept that your face is kind of like a map of your life's journey, holding clues about where you've been and maybe even where you're going. This practice is often called face reading. And look, the core idea here isn't about judgment at all. It's really about understanding the deep, deep connection between our inner world and our outer appearance. So, how does this actually work? In this next section, decoding your features, we're going to get into some of the hidden messages our features might be carrying. We'll look at a few specific examples. For instance, in the world of face reading, a strong, prominent nose isn't just a physical characteristic. It's often associated with traits like ambition, a real sense of drive, and a powerful determination. Or how about high cheekbones? They're often seen as a sign of self-confidence. They can even indicate a capacity for social success and influence. It's pretty fascinating to think about the subconscious signals we might be sending out, you know? The bottom line is, every part of your face is communicating something. It's sending messages to other people, for sure. But just as importantly, it's sending messages right back to you, reinforcing how you see yourself. Okay, so this brings us to a major turning point in our discussion. If our features carry these kinds of messages, what happens when we decide to surgically alter them? We're talking about changing a whole lot more than just our appearance. And this leads to a really critical question. If you change a feature, say the nose that's associated with ambition, are you, whether you mean to or not, also changing the story it tells, both to the world and to yourself? And this is really the central argument here. The idea is that altering your face isn't just skin deep. It can be like charting a completely new course on your map, fundamentally shifting the direction of your life's journey and how you perceive it. All right, let's get to the heart of it, the real reason why. Why do people truly seek out these changes? This section is all about exploring the real motivations that are often hiding just beneath that surface-level desire for a new look. This is the question to ask before making any decision. Is the goal really to change an external feature, or is it to fix an internal feeling? That feeling of insecurity, of maybe not being enough. I love this analogy from the source material. It just hits the nail on the head. It's like trying to fix a house with brittle walls just by slapping on a new coat of paint. Sure, it might look better for a little while, but those underlying cracks, they're still there. And where do those cracks even come from? Well, the source points to these 5 common roots of insecurity. Things like constantly comparing ourselves to others, being our own harshest critic, a deep fear of rejection, chasing some impossible idea of perfection, or carrying the weight of negative experiences from our past. So with all of this in mind, how do you move forward? This final section is all about empowerment. It's about making a choice that is conscious, reflective, and ultimately right for you. Here it is, the ultimate takeaway. Whether you choose to have surgery or not, true, lasting satisfaction doesn't come from the external change. It comes from strengthening that inner foundation of self-worth and genuine confidence. Which brings us right back to the most important question. As you reflect on your own story, the one that's written on your face, ask yourself, what change are you truly seeking? Is it something on the outside, or is it a shift in how you feel on the inside? We'll leave you with this final thought from Confucius. No path is longer than the one from the head to the heart. You know, that journey to really understand ourselves, to align what we think in our head with how we truly feel in our heart, that is the most profound journey of all. Thanks for exploring it with us.